I'm in the process of editing. I'm doing something else, but I was listening to this in the background. Keep in mind, this is space propaganda, and in my humble opinion, this is a blatant fucking cash grab, but that's not the point of this message necessarily. What I'm getting at has to do with etymology. It has to do with how our masters are laughing at us, and most people probably wouldn't think about these things. What you need to think in terms of, and this is something that should come up and doesn't come up, and I've spoken about it before online. So there's an old tale about how the moon got here in relation to what we think of as Satan or Saturnel, motherfucking Earth. So the way this old tale goes, or lore, mythology, however you want to dress it up. You think of Mother Earth or Satan or Saturnel, but it's called something else, mind you, in this tale. And the moon, which is Artemis and has a shit ton of names as well, helped its mother travel across the waters. So the moon helped Satan or Saturn travel across the waters. And that's how they got here. Once they were here, the moon helped give birth to its twin, its younger twin. And that's the sun, which is Apollo the sun, which also has a shit ton of names. And you need to know these things. You got to look back and compare and contrast things, but people don't. Now, if you had familiarized yourself with this tale, this guy's going to mention the name of Satan or Saturnel or Satanel, motherfucking Earth, the sacred feminine. It's the maternal waters. And he's going to tell you two examples in popular culture where this crops up. One of which is also called Duke, fill in the blank. If you think about things, you think about what Duke actually represents. You might appreciate what I'm highlighting in this video, but most people aren't going to do that. The other point to take away, one of the two examples in here that have to do with the name in question, and I will play this and you will hear it in a second. Just be fucking patient. I realize some of you don't have attention spans. And I'm a walking disclaimer statement based on my interactions with people over the last 10 years. One of the two examples is a celebrity puppet. I don't know if that's actually his last name, or if he took that on. I don't know. And the other example is in what you can see here, space propaganda. There's a reason, too, why, what's his name? Tolkien, who wrote Lord of the Rings, didn't like Dune. His criticism is a little different than mine, but just the same, I think that's something else you guys should look into. Because Tolkien's is at least rooted in where we are and what this is, in a bigger way than most people realize. He did also get kind of wishy-washy with the world building later, basically telling you, yeah, it's flat, no, it's a globe, but that makes you wonder, too, if he was just buying into that shit, or if somebody did get to him. You never fucking know. Yeah. Here, have yourself a listen.
Pen and the equipment within it. Inside that tent, they also find a roll of paper, once more with Dr. Yue's symbol. Yue, of course, also helps the Duke, and even though he betrays him, he gives him a way to get revenge. This is sort of still keeping his oath. Well, not really, but at least he aided him in the end. Also, I love the way how we see the voices used here, and Jessica even bites down on one of the god's fingers. Again, it highlights how powerful her mouth is, and how it can be used as a weapon, which, careful guys, careful. At this point, the Baron meets with the Duke, and Leto ends up staring at a bullhead. This is just like what his father saw before he faced death, but he went out fighting like the Duke does here. Also, I realized when I've been recording this, I've been calling him Duke Leto, and then I was like, I think it might be Leto too, so I apologize for being an idiot. I have that same issue with Jared Leto, where I'm like, is it Leto, is it Leto? I don't know, but yeah, the pronunciation, again, it's not going to be too accurate, but it's too late to change it, so just leave it out in the comments, please. And from here we see...
So, what do they say in the G.I. Joe jazz? Knowing is half the battle, and as always, what the fuck do I know? Imagine what I could teach you.